Yeah, it's 10:49 on a Saturday morning, and I already saw the Hunger Games this morning. I didn't see it on Friday. I saw it Saturday morning at 7:45 a.m. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 is directed by Francis Lawrence, who is not related to Jennifer Lawrence, to my surprise. Just found that out. And stars Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, one of the Hemsworths, Liam, Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, the whole family, okay? And it's the conclusion to the Hunger Games. It's tying up all the loose ends. It's Katniss is gonna fight back to the Capitol and make things right. This movie was really good. I really liked it. It was way better than the last one, which was really hard to watch. And this one definitely isn't boring. I mean, they've said that ever since before part 1 came out, they've been working on the special effects on this one, and it is action-packed at some parts. Some parts it's slow, and the story's still good. It keeps you engaged the whole time. But the action in it, oh my god, there are some scenes that are so intense and fun to watch. Now the acting, okay, Jennifer Lawrence, we know she's good by now. She's won an Oscar. She can act, and this one she really brings out the best of her. She's the best actor in this movie. She's probably the best part about it. Josh Hutcherson, he doesn't play the character I would like him to in this movie, but for what he brings, it's pretty good. I mean, I would have rathered him playing a different character, but I understand he's probably like that in the book. Liam Hemsworth is pretty good too. He's not in it very much, surprisingly. So is Woody Harrelson and Elizabeth Banks. They aren't really in it that much. Donald Sutherland is a really good villain. They're good. There's really no bad acting. And the story is also pretty good too. I mean, I really liked how it ties up. I really like how they're at their weakest point. But they just gotta fight back. They just gotta win. They gotta end this once and for all. But what you do see is them kind of behind the scenes, them figuring out their own plan to end the war, as opposed to the rebels just fighting the Capitol head on. A cool aspect is there's these pods set up around the city, and basically the game makers who ran the Hunger Games are almost creating distractions or like a counter to the rebels fighting through the city. And so there's these traps, booby traps you can call them. What do they have to face next? The special effects were really good too. I mean, as I said before, they were working on it for a long time, but I was pretty impressed. Obviously, Philip Seymour Hoffman passed away, and in the end, the last scene with him, I could tell he was very animated. He did not look real, and it was noticeable for me. The only disappointment I had with this movie is the way it ends. Now, I haven't read the last book. I've read the first two, but I gotta read the book to see what happens in the end, because there's a turn of events almost, and there's a little jump in time. In the last half an hour to the movie, really, it's going super fast and then slows down like anything. And almost the best and most intense parts of the movies was not the climax, and I felt the climax was kind of anticlimactic and just ended and just started resolving things, which was a bit disappointing. Overall, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 was a great ending to the franchise. Hopefully they don't make any more movies. It would really be unnecessary. But in the end, it was a good, satisfying conclusion. Way better than the one that came before it, Part 1. Almost as good as Catching Fire, the best movie. And on par with the first one, because the first one isn't the greatest movie I've ever seen. And this one isn't the worst. So almost on par with the first one. On Ye Old Movie Meter, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 gets it's a great movie. I encourage you all to see it if you've seen any of the other Hunger Games movies. Probably all of them. You need to, or else you wouldn't understand things. It's worth your money. It's a good blockbuster to see at this time of the year. Bring your friends. It's a good time. Kids, if they like the Hunger Games, take them to see it because they'd like it. Teens, obviously, any teen that's read the book or seen the movie or anything, they'll love it. Adults will probably love it too. And seniors, it might be a bit too intense, and probably you're not into the Hunger Games. That's just my opinion. But yeah, if you're into the Hunger Games, I wouldn't see why you wouldn't see it. And stick around on this channel because you might get something big coming up. For a big movie, I mean, there's not much more big movies coming out this year, right? See you guys next time.